Hello students, good afternoon. How are you? I hope all of you are fine. Okay. In this class we will get after many days. So in our previous video or earlier video, I given some MCQ, right? Have you got these? Okay. So today also just 4 or 5 questions or MCQ I will discuss here. Next I will continue with your third chapter money, and then from first chapter I will give more questions like MCQ, because in your pre-midterm MCQ type question will come. So let's see. Question number 1. Proportion of Can you listen me? All of you, can you hear me? Okay. So the proportion of literate population in the 7 and above age group is called as option A, knowledge rate, option B, literacy rate, C, attendance rate, D, excellence rate. Yes, very good. All of you are correct. It will be literacy rate. Yes. Okay. So, can I wrap this question and I shift to the next questions? Okay. Okay, these are not properly given. What is knowledge rate? Just for confusing, this type of option is given. Okay. If there is a proper definition there have what is the knowledge rate, then definitely I will give you in the e-portal. Okay. Okay. Next. Number 2. Which one among the following is a development goal for the landless rural laborers? Okay. To get electricity and water, B. To shift to the cities, C. More days of work and better wages, none of this. Yes, yes, Chetna, Nasib, very good. Ishanur, yes, more days of work and better wages. Option C. Very easy. Okay, then next. Okay, our next question is, for calculating body mass index, this I will written here as in short form. Weight of the person is divided by the square of the weight square of the height Yes, Ishanur. Shubhajyoti, Chetna, all of you are right. Square of the height. Square of the root height square of the sum of height and weight. Option will be B. Okay. Next question. Different persons could have different as well as conflicting nations of, not nation, notions of countries' development. A fair, Somrat, first see the questions. Please write. A fair and just path for all should be achieved. So, option social development, B cultural development, C national development, and D economic development. So what will be the answer? Yes, option C. Yes, all of you are right. It will be national development. Okay. Then next question, and this is last question for today. Then we start the money and credit. What proportion of the country is overusing their groundwater reserve? One-fourth, 1/10, 1/3, half. Yes, Ishanur, very good. It will be option C, 1/3. 1/3. Yes, all of you are correct. It will be option C, 1/3. Okay, so now tell me, in earlier class we already started the money and credit, chapter 3. In your section, we already started this chapter 3. Okay. Modern forms of money done or not? Modern forms of money done or not? Okay, so today I will start from here, modern forms of money. Okay, so everyone follow your book, page number 40. We have seen that money is something that can act as a medium of exchange in transactions. Before the introduction of coins, a variety of objects was used as money. For example, since the very early ages, Indians used grains and cattle as money. That we already know this one in the barter system, right? And what is the problem of barter system? Tell me, anyone. What is the problem? Any one problem. What is the problem of barter system? One problem is given in your book. That time, in the earlier ages, people also faces various problem in the barter system. Yes, Chetna, very good. Double coincidence of ones. What do you mean by the double coincidence of ones? Double coincidence of ones mean whatever I want to sell to you, whatever I want to buy from you, and that and whatever I sell to one commodity, sell to you, that particular commodity, you must want to sell that particular commodity. Okay, so this is the problem of the barter system, and this is the one problem which is known as the double coincidence of ones, where both parties are agreed to buy and sell their own commodities. Okay. So thereafter came the use of metallic coin, gold, silver, copper coins, a phase which continued well into the last century. But now what we use the paper currency, right? We use the currency which is made by the paper. But why this paper has so much value? Do you know that? Why this paper has the value? Why this 1 10 rupee notes? Now I have no notes, but 1 10 rupee notes which is made by only by the paper. So why the one shopkeeper give the value of this paper? Why? Anyone have any idea why this paper has value? Because this paper issued by the government, okay, issued by the government, and their governor signs are there. That's why this paper, yes, it's verified by the government and issued by the government, and also signed by the governor of the RBI. So which is that is one important thing, and that's why the paper currency has the value. So now currency, modern forms of money include currency, paper notes and coins. Unlike the things that were used as money earlier, modern currency is not made of precious metals such as gold, silver, copper. And unlike grain and cattle, they are neither of everyday use. The modern currency is without any use of its own. Yes, modern currency is not any commodity which we use for our everyday or daily life. Okay, this one currency which valued by the government, which issued by the government, and which has some value, and this value, by this exchange of this value, we can get various type of the commodity. Then why is it accepted as a medium of exchange? It is accepted as a medium of exchange because the currency is authorized by government of country. In India, the Reserve Bank of India issues currency note on behalf of the central government. As per law, no other individual or organization is allowed to issue currency. only central government has right to issue the currency. Moreover, the law legalized the use of the rupee as a medium of payment that cannot be refused in setting transactions in India. No individual in India can legally refuse the payment made in rupees. Hence, the rupee is widely accepted as a medium of exchange. And rupees, this is our currency. Indian currency is known as rupees, which is authorized by the central government, and that's why we can't reject these rupees. Okay. And by using these rupees, using as a medium of exchange, we can buy the various goods and services. Now, deposit with banks. The other form in which people hold money is as deposits with banks. At a point of time, people need only some currency for their day-to-day needs. For instance, workers who receive their salaries at the end of each month have extra cash at the beginning of the month. What do people do with this extra cash? If you one employed person and after month you get one amount of the salary, and after your spending, after your expenditure, some amount you keep this as a savings. So what you will do with this savings? Any of have any idea what you will do with this extra amount? You want to save this extra amount, right? So they deposit with the banks by opening a bank account in, yes, Chetna will use in future, but where we keep this extra amount? If we keep in our home, so there will be no money circulation. Okay, this is one important thing, money circulation. Okay, so what is the money circulation? Yes, Ishanur, it will be deposit in bank to get interest along with the deposited money. Yes, this is one of the main thing why we deposit our money, for money circulation. See, when you will get salary, you spend your salary for your daily life expense. Okay, and you with 100 rupees you go to any shopkeeper or shop, you buy something. And with this 100 rupees, this shopkeeper, obviously he also this amount he also uses for their daily life expenses. So he also he buy another goods and services. So by this money is not only one hand, it passes by all the hands all around our country or world. Okay, if we deposit in our home this money, so there will be no circulation of money. So the money will be devalued. This money has no value. That's why when the money is circulated, and Ishanur, you said when you deposit your money, you obviously after end of the year you get some interest. Okay, this is one your profit. But the bankers, what they do with this deposit? They give the loan to another person, and with this loan, these persons start any business or do anything, any work. So by this money circulated, and that's why money has the value. If the circulation stop, money has no value. Okay. So they deposit it with the banks by opening a bank account in their name. Banks accept the deposit and also pay an amount and interest on the deposits. In this way, people's money is safe with the banks and it earns as amount as interest, which Ishanur already said. People also have the provision to withdraw the money as and when they require. Yes, when we need the money, we can go to bank and withdraw our money. Since the deposit in the bank accounts can be withdrawn on demand. Okay, when we need some money, that means we need the money for our own demand. So we withdraw the money from my deposit, which is known as the demand deposit. Okay, which is when you withdraw your money according to your demand from your deposit, that is known as the demand deposit. Clear? Clear to all? These deposits are called the demand deposits. Demand deposits offer another interesting facilities. It is this facility which lend it essential characteristics money that of a medium of exchange. It would have heard of payment being made by checks instead of cash. Okay, this is if many you have the bank account and also you have seen the check. Have you seen? Your parents also have the checkbook. Have you seen check? They are written the name of the bearer. Okay, so when you deposit your money, instead of cash, you also can use the checkbook. Okay, which is authorized by the bank. Okay, so by this checkbook, you also can collect your whatever your amount you needed, you collect your specific amount. So the payer who has the account with the bank makes out a check for a specific amount. A check is a paper instructing the bank to pay a specific amount from the persons to person in whose name the check has been issued. Okay, if you want to pay some your payment to another person, and instead of cash you can give your one page of the check from your checkbook you can give, and there also written the pay written the name of the bearer. Okay, and this is called the bearer check. Okay, next day, today we will have no more time. Next day I will tell you about all the thing about the check and the various type of money. There are the fiat money also are there. Fiat money, fiduciary money. This type of money we will discuss in our next class. So up to this, any of you any queries? Anyone? Students, okay, so next day I will continue this class. So today I will stop here. So for today, students, thank you and bye.